Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. SSSVEDA continues. It is Saturday the 26th of August 2017 and today is a special day. It's a landmark day for me, perhaps more than you. Today, when this video goes live, it represents the longest consecutive run of videos that I've put live onto my channel, with the previous best being 25 days back in Vlogmas last year. So today's vlog I teed up about a week ago. I put a message out there saying I needed your help, and the help that I needed was questions, because today is a Q&A. Question number one from Face the Fun. Thank you, Face the Fun, for sending a question. What's your end goal, your retirement plan? It's a very good question, going deep early doors. Well, I work for myself, and so I think my end goal would be that if I could keep my business growing and earn enough money to retire from working by, say, early to mid 50s, then I'd be happy, and I would take my money and I would move overseas to somewhere nice and warm, and I would put my feet up and I would drink beer and lay in the sun for the rest of the days. Question number two was from Momtown, and it is, how do you promote your videos on other social media? So as it stands, when I schedule the video on YouTube, it gives us the opportunity to put in a scheduled tweet, which I do and put in the relevant hashtags. That goes out of its own accord. I then wait, often maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours or so after that's gone live, before I then like the video in YouTube, which then puts it back onto my timeline again. I am taking the URL and popping it into the 30 days of vlogging SSSVEDA group, so that's 3 hits. I often then go back into my tweets over the next couple of days and will maybe retweet the previous tweets to kind of get it out there. I use an app called Crowdfire, and when I put a video live, it notices that and gives me the opportunity to schedule up to 4 tweets in the next 30 days, talking about that vlog, which I do. And on the occasion I remember, I use an app called Buffer, which again allows me to schedule tweets. So in the best opportunity I can, it is mainly Twitter that I'm using to promote my videos. Question number 3 was from Alex Anderson, and it says, other than them being the best team in the world, cough, why do you support Norwich City? If I can't use them being the best team in the world, I'm going to have to opt for the fact that they're my local team. I was born in Norfolk. I've largely spent most of my life in and around Norfolk. They're the most accessible football club. I was fortunate enough to get a season ticket quite early on. Now there's a waiting list, so you can't get a season ticket at the moment. Yeah, so they're the local team. They're accessible. You should always cheer on your local team where possible. I know in Alex's instance, he's a Manchester United fan, but also has some affection for Southampton, with them being his local team, so I'll let him off. Okay, next question. What's the most epic way you've seen someone quit or be fired? Taking it on a slight tangent, when I quit my most recent job back in February of 2016, I posted a video on YouTube to say that I quit my job. Essentially, I didn't use it to quit my job, but I was placed on gardening leave when I left that place, which I hated, and they subsequently called me and asked me to take the video down, which I did until my gardening leave was over, and then I put it back up again. And if you'd like to watch it, there's a link just here. So I did also say in the video when I put it live that I was looking for tips on assistance with promotion of my videos, and one of the tips I've had sent in from Organising with Simple Solutions is to make sure that you take advantage of the tag space in the YouTube video, which is something I actually do. You get 500 characters, if I recall, to pop in as many relevant tags as possible, so that when people are looking for your video, they will find it. One thing that I would like to tack onto the back of that, if you're making a video that is on the back of something that other people might be putting videos out onto, if that makes sense, do a quick search in YouTube, find relevant videos and check out what tags they're using. And if you don't have any tools that allow you to do that, there are a number of out there that basically allow you to see what tags other people are using, and if they've had a lot of views on their video, why wouldn't you use those tags too? The Claire Necessities on the back of my promotion question has suggested that she uses HootSuite to schedule tweets. Now, I've not really used HootSuite before. I am interested in trying to find out how to increase my social exposure for my videos, so I'm certainly going to check it out. And if any of you guys do or have used HootSuite, that's just an interesting name, if you could pop any comments or feedback into the box below, I'll have a read, and that might help me get things up and running. Question comes in from Cameron Manning and it says, what is the reason you decided to start vlogging? It's a relatively simple story to be honest, but it's kind of what brought the entire Share My Year thing together. I'd been looking back through some photos and some other things of things that I'd been doing and kind of thought to myself, wouldn't it be easier to have this all centralised so I could look back in years to come and see what I'd been doing. And so the channel was really started for my own benefit. And I will put another link here, I think it will be again. Back to that original video, so you can kind of see, firstly I was on this sofa, secondly I think I probably changed it a little bit since then because it was getting on for 2 years ago when that video went live, but it does describe a little bit what the channel's about, why I decided to do what I'm doing. So a question came in from Meg Kearns and it says, what makes you drawn to your other half? Well, the thing that kind of draws me to most people, to be honest, is a sense of humour. I've got a bit of a twisted sense of humour, quite sarcastic, so first and foremost, if you can take that on board and kind of work with that without being easily offended, then that is always a good place to start, and that was the case in this instance too. So fortunately for me, anybody who I tend to hang around with a lot doesn't mind the fact that I can be a bit of a knob. And finally, a question came in from Lenny, and it says, my question is kind of light-hearted. How many times have you heard about your name being Simon and you're from the UK, same as the other famous Simon from England? Well, interpreting the question the best way I can, the one that I tend to get the most if I'm speaking to Americans is, oh, where are you from? And I'll say I'm from Norwich. They'll automatically assume that means London. And because I don't live in London, which is 150 miles away, I don't inevitably then know the person that they then ask me that I do because I live in London. For example, oh, hi, where are you from? I'm from Norwich. Oh, is that London? No, that's Norwich. Oh, do you know Dave? He's in London. Amongst the millions of people that live in London, no, I do not. But the thing I do get thrown in my direction from time to time, and Amy Schmittauer actually did it in a Q&A she did recently where I asked a question, she answered it, is the Simon Says thing.
Because I love Twitter so much, I went to my Twitter and I asked you to provide me questions to answer. And here's what you had to say. Simon said, wait, Simon says, oh, no, we're not doing that today. Simon says, with SSSVEDA now here, what's your one must-do tip for those getting involved? Make a video every day.
If you're not familiar with Simon Says, well then you should probably have a quick Google of that, and the next time, in fact, Simon Says, go have a quick Google of that. So that does bring to an end the Q&A. Thanks to everybody who sent in the questions, much appreciated. I held it off until later in the month because I really wanted the chance to get to know a lot of you, and hopefully now you have the chance to know me that little bit better too. Thank you so much as always for dropping by. Big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. A big thumbs up to the guys who sent in the questions because without them there would be no video. Comments in the box below, like I said. If you have any questions and tips and points on anything I've said, I would love to hear from you. And if you haven't already subscribed, then you know what to do. And I will be back again tomorrow for what will be SSSVEDA Day 27. And I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon.